What is going on, everybody? Yvonne here. Now let's be real. Starting an e-commerce business is super exciting, but at the same time, it can be really overwhelming. The thing is that majority of folks have the product, the vision, and the website. But what they lack the most is going to be marketing. Because look, you can have the best product in the world, but if people don't know about it, how are you going to get the word out? And nowadays, with so much competition out there, it's more important than ever to stand out. At the same time, when I say focus on marketing, a lot of folks that are new to e-commerce kind of go about it the wrong way. Majority of the time, what ends up happening is people just throw money away on paid ads, or they target a wrong group of people. The good news is that those mistakes are completely preventable. And that's why in this guide, we're going to be breaking down top 5 marketing mistakes that new e-commerce entrepreneurs make. And more importantly, we're going to be talking about how to avoid them. So whether you're building your very first store or you're trying to scale your existing one, avoiding these mistakes can save you guys a lot of headache and a lot of money. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, the first mistake is going to be focusing too much on the product instead of a customer. Now look, bear with me here. This is going to be very similar to sell me this pen example. If you're selling something, and this can be anything, the worst thing to do is just to hold your product and just start talking about all the different features that it has. Oh, we can do X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. That is bad. Do not do that. What we need to focus on is what problem is it actually going to solve. So if you've ever watched the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, this example is portrayed very clearly. If you have a pen and you're trying to sell it by literally listing all the different features that it has, you're probably not going to be a very good pen salesperson. However, if somebody has a problem, for example, let's say somebody is going to be in the desert and they're thirsty, that's a pretty big problem. Selling water shouldn't be an issue. So as you guys are making your content, writing blogs, making videos, really think, what problem are you guys actually solving? And if you use storytelling and user-generated content towards your guys' approach, that can create wonders for you guys' business. So remember, we're not selling a water bottle. We're selling hydration on the go, better health, and aesthetics. And this brings us nicely to the second mistake that a lot of people make. And that's going to be not defining a clear target audience. Here's what I mean by this. Let's say we're selling water. Even though water can be used by technically anyone, we should always have a clear audience that we're trying to sell to. And the reason for that, especially when you guys are starting out, you cannot possibly target every single niche in every single space. So if we're selling water, we should try to go ahead and find a specific niche to whom we're trying to market. That could be athletes, that could be campers, that can be students. There's so many different type of people. Pick one and try to go ham on advertising to that specific group. And as the business grows, you can expand that target audience little by little. But if I was in your guys' shoes and I was just starting out, I would really hone in on one specific group and grow from there. And if you're not sure what group to target, look at your past marketing efforts. In this day and age, this process is very simple. If you've ever posted a piece of content before, pretty much every single platform actually shows who's interacted with your guys' content. And based on that information, you should know exactly who to target. So once we find our perfect niche that we're going to be marketing to, that brings us into the third point, which is relying too much on paid media. And look, I'm going to get this out of the way by saying that there's nothing wrong with paid ads. However, the issue is that people do it way too early. Picture this. We're selling water bottles. We have no idea who our target audience is, what they like, and what type of content they're into. And if from there, we take a piece of content and throw it into Facebook ads or TikTok ads, it's not going to do good. We don't even know who our audience is. So literally, we're just taking dollar bills and throwing them in the trash can. And at that point, we're just hoping that something sticks. So before you rely on paid media, make sure that there's going to be a product market fit. Make sure you know exactly who you're going to be selling to and what are they going to be into. And then from there, once we're able to validate our concept at a small scale, we can go ahead and scale that with the use of paid media. But make sure, and you got to make a promise to me here, is to validate the concept first. Don't just jump the gun and go into paid spend right away. Now, great. Let's say our content is fire. We're having a lot of people coming to the door. What do we do from there? Now, this is the exact point where customer retention and email marketing is going to be crucial, but at the same time, a lot of people just ignore it. And that's going to be the fourth thing on this list, which is going to be email marketing and customer retention. Look, you've spent countless energy, lots of dollars on getting people into the door, and now you're not going to talk to them? Where's the logic in that? Because a lot of times it's just bad timing, especially on the e-commerce side of things. If we're selling water and the person is not thirsty, that's not good timing. And that's why we gotta make sure that that person that has converted in our funnel is gonna keep interacting with us. And that way, by the time they actually get thirsty, they go onto our website and purchase from us. And that's where email marketing is gonna be key. And the reason why is because of how customized we can actually make it for each individual person. Everyone is gonna be into different things and they're gonna convert in different stages of the sales cycle. And that's why we gotta keep nurturing them until they actually convert. And then from there, if we keep giving value with our email, our piece of content, they're gonna keep coming back to us. And look, recurring revenue is to any business. And the last thing that I wanted to finish on is that a lot of people are inconsistent in their content creation and branding efforts. I'm gonna level with you. Your product can easily be copied. Look at every single clothing brand out there, or even Supreme, for example. It's literally a white t-shirt with a logo. That is all. Your product can be copied. Your community and brand cannot. These are the words that I live by every single day. Your customer experience and interactions need to be phenomenal. Every single time somebody buys anything in your guys' niche, they need to be thinking of you. We gotta be really consistent when it comes to putting out content, working on a logo, and just branding overall. Because sharing your why is important. Your why matters, and people like to buy from other people. And if your customers have a relationship with you and your story, that can go really far. And as you guys really think about what kind of value can I actually provide to my customer. So, for example, if we're selling water, we can make content on benefits of hydration, on how it can be good for your skin or your digestive system, or even how it can help you be more productive. Remember, it all depends on what group we're trying to target. And that specific group should be in your mind as you guys are building a brand. And if this all sounds great to you and you want to try out your hand at e-commerce, I would highly recommend Shopify if you haven't done so already. And I got something even better for you. With our exclusive link down below, you can actually get started completely for free, and for your first 3 months after that free trial is just for $1. And that way you can enter the world of e-commerce at pretty much no risk. Once you click on that link, is go ahead and provide the email that you're going to use, press start free trial, press get started, continue with email, enter your guys' first and last name, set a password, and you'll be ready to go. And there you folks have it. As you guys saw, majority of mistakes when it comes to marketing aren't going to be about a lack of effort, but they are going to be about a misaligned strategy. If you're focusing solely on your product rather than your customer, you're highly missing the point. Dial in your audience, nurture your leads, and build a brand that people will remember. And as I mentioned before, if you want to get your hands dirty and try out the world of e-commerce, the link for Shopify's free trial is going to be down below. And if you found this video helpful, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this, as it tremendously helps support the channel. Till next time, peace.